Would you reflect on your time as an assistant or a head coach, having Zach Kassian as an Oiler? What's the first thing that pops into your mind?
Yeah, just really enjoyed coaching Cass. Obviously, he came to us and kind of rebuilt his career over time. Always somebody who worked very hard, was in elite shape, and you know, he's someone that I enjoyed being around. He was a good Oiler.
Judging by the morning skate, I know things can change, but it looked like James Hamblin was playing a little bit of center. You know, how do you feel he can handle that responsibility and plus?
Yeah, I think it speaks to his versatility as a player. You know, he's had experience in the American League playing every forward position. And yeah, we thought like the looks of that line.
Real good performance from Stuart Skinner last game. Feel like just want to keep letting him build on these?
Yeah, I thought it was, you know, he gave us a chance to win that game, and we're looking forward to him giving us a chance to win tonight.
Jack Campbell obviously will be patient here waiting for his starts. What are you seeing from him in work ethic and demeanor and trying to find what he needs to find?
Yeah, I think for me, you know, confidence isn't something that you start out with, and if it's been a tough go at times, the way you get it is through hard work and preparation. And Jack's demeanor has been excellent. He's a fantastic teammate, someone that's enjoyable to be around, and he's working through some things, and he's had some really good goalie sessions, and he'll be ready when called upon.
Hey, Coach, can you describe the boost that Zach Hyman provides being back in the lineup?
Yeah, you know, I think Zach epitomizes a way of playing, what we want to look like when we're firing on all cylinders, which is hard to play against team. And Zach brings a lot of those qualities to the game, and not having him last game, you saw how valuable he is to the group. So it's nice to have him back.
You're playing against a team that's lower in the standings. You're on a 4-game homestand. Your home record isn't probably what you would like. Would you like to see your team come out with a sense of urgency tonight and, you know, really come out hard?
Yeah, we talk a lot about early urgency, early immediacy. I think the group tonight that we're going to see is, you know, wrapping up a very, very long stretch on the road. They haven't been on the road for that whole time. It's been broken up for them, but you know, they're a team that I believe plays a structured and disciplined game. They look for you to make mistakes and beat yourself. I think they're well coached. They have good skill, and they have 20 players pulling on the same rope. So it's going to be a stiff test tonight in the Arizona Coyotes.
Further to that, like, they're in a pretty unique situation, 14 straight games on the road. When you're talking to your team, is it just mostly X's and O's, or do you kind of have to address the rather unique situation that your opponent is, how to deal with that?
Yeah, you know what, I think we spend a lot of time talking about us and our game. Obviously, we'll highlight some things that the other team might do that's unique or different. You know, their schedule is their schedule, our schedule is our schedule, and we've had our own schedule challenges here. For me, it's about continuing to get better, and we're looking for ways to continue to get better and build consistency in our game, and that starts with us, regardless of who the opponent is.
Jay, you mentioned after last game you like what Dylan Holloway did. Looks like he's promoted in your top 9 with Hamlin. Dylan said they played a little bit together, but what have you seen maybe in the last few games from Holloway that's allowed him to get promotion, and what are you expecting from him potentially with more ice time?
Well, specifically last game, I thought he looked dangerous with the puck. I thought when our team, I didn't think had the legs that we normally have. I thought he had some good legs in that game, and because of those legs, he was able to create. He looked dangerous. I thought when he went up in the third period with Nugent Hopkins specifically, I moved him around earlier in the game, but with Nugent Hopkins specifically, they did some nice things. They created, and I think he's just a young guy that's continuing to find his footing in the National Hockey League, and when he's going, we want to make sure that we recognize that and put him in positions to succeed.
I know you like to look at a lot of different numbers, and there's certain trends across the league, and starts for goaltenders is one of them. They don't like goalies to start too much now. How much do you factor that in for a young guy like Skinner? Because I think this is 9 and 12, and he's playing great, and you want to keep playing him, but then you're also like, well, we don't want to overplay him when you look at those numbers. How do you balance that, or can you get away with it in a short period of time?
I think you do that. You balance all that goes into the equation in choosing goaltenders. The good thing for me is that I've had a history with Stewart and running him through long stretches in Bakersfield, so I understand what he's capable of. He's a young man in the prime of his physical conditioning, and what I think is Stewart sees is opportunity, and his play is commanding, more and more starts. So good on him. And as I said to Ryan, I think it gives us a good chance to win the game tonight.
A bigger picture question about systems.
Sure.
When you arrived last year, one of the things we were consistently talking about was your forwards working back,
Yep.
helping out the blue liners and the connectivity that was there. How would you evaluate that part of your team's game this year? Is it to the same level so far this year that it was, in the weeks after you arrived?
No, I don't think so. And I think the results show that. So I've seen good parts and I've seen stretches, but I haven't seen it for long enough. I think it's an area of improvement. We have to understand we're not the same team. We aren't. We have different personnel. But for me, it's an area that we got to continue to hammer on, because I think there's a direct correlation between, you use the word connected, how connected a team plays and what their results are.
When players aren't doing that, I mean, it feels like it's a work ethic thing, like you're supposed to back check and everybody knows that, but what are they, is it cheating for something? What are they trying to do instead, I guess?
I don't know where you're taking that question, Ryan, but for me, I think I like the word you used previously with connected. I think there's, when your game is connected, when you have 5 pieces up on a forecheck, and when you have 5 pieces working back in a tight fashion back to your own end, that's the type of game we would like to play, we would strive to play. We understand over an 82-game schedule, sometimes it doesn't happen, and it's on us to make sure that we're doing it more often than we're not doing it.
Yeah, and it wasn't going at it in a critical way, just more wondering if they're not doing it as much, why? What else are they doing? And something else they're trying to find out there.
Not that I know of. I just think that for us, when we are going, I like that word. I keep going back to that word that you use of connected. I think you have 5 pieces involved in a forecheck. You have 5 pieces involved in a track back to your own end. You have 5 pieces coming out of your end. And when we're doing that, we're a tough team. We've done it in spurts. Haven't done it for long enough periods yet.
Jay, you've talked about with Zach Hyman and his play on the ice, but how about off the ice and the standard that he sets for his teammates when arriving to the rink?
Yeah. What I like about Zach on that side of things is he comes to the rink with a personal energy, a personal juice to be at the rink. If I had to use one word to describe it, I would use passion. He is a passionate person, passionate about being able to play a game that he loves for his profession, and passionate about being the best he can be. And I think the more people you have like that, the more contagious it is. So having him back in the lineup today for us, I think is a big plus.
What elements of Kyler Yamamoto's game did you welcome back last game?
Yeah, I saw someone who was tenacious. I saw someone, Ryan talked about connected and a relentlessness on the back check. I saw that from Kyler. I saw someone being physical. It was a good first game, and now we need him to continue to grow that and get better. Thanks, guys.